Today, I wanted to expand upon the conversation I started about the field. The field. The field which we exist in, and the field which we are. The word of the day is intelligence. So, I mentioned yesterday a drawing which I had done back in 2017. And many of my drawings, I had no idea what I was drawing. I was just putting them on paper. And just now, it starts to come as more explanatory what exactly this is. So, and I've mentioned this so many times before, we exist in the first three dimensions as physical bodies. We are like squeezed, energy squeezed into matter. And there is a fourth dimensional shield which is around us, and then there are 5, 6, 7 dimensions, eighth dimensional shield, and then it's 9, 10, 11, 12th dimensional shield. And this is, I believe, pretty much where we can comprehend expansion for now. But then, given our ascension process and our own expansion, everything is expanding upon beyond the 12th shell, going to the 16th shell, even in our own field existence here in this time. So the two interlinked pyramids, one facing up and one facing down, embedded inside a cubical structure. Everything in the universe is projection of geometries. It's a mathematical universe. It's perfect. I spoke about the golden ratio, Fibonacci's transform. We see perfection in nature everywhere, and we do exist in this mathematical proportional universe. But how do we align ourselves with it? So the two interlinked pyramids, one rotating clockwise and the other one rotating counterclockwise, and moving up and down like in an evolutionary or involutionary processes, um, or being energy coming into matter and matter going into energy, which are absolutely interlinked. They're not disconnected. And as much as we are matter, that much we are energy. And that energy, although is somewhat, or has been somewhat, blocked, so to say, within, from our perceptions and visions and senses, within the fourth dimensional shell around us, we are not just, we don't stop there, we expand beyond. And now our senses and our physical bodies, it's almost like we're tapping into the fifth, the sixth, and even the seventh dimension, and we're just in this expansion mode, so to say. I wanted to share the drawing once again. So if you imagine the two interlinked pyramids in the middle of cubical structure, and this represents living consciousness, which is intelligent. The field is absolutely intelligent. So as much as your thoughts, your emotions, your senses, feelings, the physical behavior, everything is thrown into this field. And it's not just, and the human body is like it's like an antenna. So it is a transceiver, receives information. It's also a transmitter, sends information. So in this sense, it's like a transducer, to use some of the scientific terms, but this is what we are. So, and since our field now is expanding and going beyond the fourth dimensional shell, our transducing capabilities, they expand beyond as well. So we're tapping into more information, we're tapping into more memory, we're capable of seeing more beyond our physical limitations of the eyes and our physical sound hearing by our ears. So our so to speak, we're turning into superhumans, right? Beyond what we've known so far. So, and of course, once I started thinking about this, I think this is a very good meditation drawing. How? So imagine those two interlinked pyramids rotating, and place them in the middle of your heart energy center. And then brilliant light comes out of them. It's like crystal brilliancy of sparkles coming out of the rotating pyramids in bright crystal colors. And then use that image, that vision, as like a window to the multi-layered dimensions which are beyond the fourth dimensional shell. So to open the window, but there is one extra step. Before you open the window, imagine you're cleaning the inside of the fourth dimensional shell, literally like windshield wipers came to mind. Because like that shield, it's almost like it's tinted from within, so it's difficult for our physical senses to look through it. From outside in, though, it's very possible to look through. It's like the tinted car windows. So let's clean the shield within, open the diamond sparkles of the window, and look outside. So let's see what we're going to find. So tap into the fifth, the sixth, and even the seventh dimensional expansions. The field is an intelligent system, and also it's always trying to self-regulate and neutralize itself. So this neutralization point is pretty much where we are. We are like the center of all of the dimensions. Neutralization, neutral point. And as we expand, so if you imagine it embedded, three embedded spheres, and we're like in the middle of the most internal one. So as we expand in our field, so the second sphere does, and so the third. So everything is upon this expansion process. So this is why our expansion or ascension or moving up in consciousness is so important, because it's not just us, but it's everything which we are connected to is involved in this process, in this growth. So if the field is an intelligent system and it's always moving into neutralization, let's put the field once we cleaned and opened the windows to look outside of our shell. Let's place the field into a self-repair mode. So ask questions which are very pertinent to your situation, and quiet yourself and listen for answers. Have fun. The field is part of you, and you're part of the field, and it's very happy to hear you've acknowledged its existence. Just talk to it. Send love to people, animals, places, situations. The field will carry the love message for you. Accept the energy. Expand in the field. Feel comfortable. It is you at all levels. Look at yourself in the past and in the future. Dream of endless possibilities. You're not bound just to your physical body or the earth. Tap to the memory bank and learn more about yourself. Imagine what you want for yourself from a higher perspective. So then, what came to mind was spin the vortices, spin the field like in a sand time clock, which moves the sand up and down, and as well as in a mixer or a fan. Firstly, begin with the fourth dimensional field and imagine a rotation, 4 time rotation with 90-degree angles each. So rotate, spin the field in the fourth dimension 4 times with 90-degree rotation each. Then move to the 8th dimensional field and spin it 8 times with 45-degree angles, counterclockwise. The first rotation is clockwise, the second is counterclockwise, and lastly, spin the field 12 times with 30-degree angles in the 12th dimension, clockwise again. And imagine the breathing, pulsating, intelligent structure, which is you in all these different multidimensional layers of existence. Balance the field in the 0 point inside of your heart center, and just imagine and listen what you're going to hear. So, and all of the fields, they're embedded into each other. They're not disconnected. They're just one beautiful, perfect, intelligent consciousness structure, which is you. And you are part of the bigger structure, which reflects upon you. And it's, as well as it's infinite in its expansion, at the same time it's finite. So I just wanted to show my drawing here what came. So how to spin the vortices on the top. I have the 4th and the 8th dimensional drawings here, 90-degree and 45-degree angles. And then, oh, and by the way, faster we spin the field, our cells speeds up as well on the physical level, and as well time, the way we perceive time changes. Time speeds up also. So on the next drawing, what I wrote, the field has an in-out pulse. It's a holographic kaleidoscope which contains you and you contain it. All the fields are embedded. They have opposite rotation and they have a slinky breathing motion of in and out. The field within the 4th dimension has, imagine a fan with 4 plates which rotate in 90-degree angles. The 8th dimensional field having 8 plates, 45-degree angles, and the 12th dimensional field having 12 plates in 30-degree angles. And you're just the observer. You're the central point of the observation of the field. You're the infinite and the finite point of the field. You contain the field and the field contains you. It's all the same. It's also a reflection and an illusion. It's an infinite expansion. The field has its own intelligence. And how do you tap? Which layer of intelligence are you capable of tapping to? So this is my next drawing here, with all the embedded fields and the words of wisdom I just spoke. The bodily cells, they align with the speed of the field. Do you like to catch the fast airplane or you want to go slow? The field has been accelerating. Keep your body light. Less mass, more acceleration. The time perception changes. The fields are recombining as in a mixer. And where is your body? It has its own pace, and the cells, they have their own intelligence. Once you catch a drift of this faster speed, you wouldn't want to go down to the slower speed again, but you may have to realign between the fast and the slow. The fast is really amazing. The shift between the fast and the slow can be frustrating and can bring some unknown states of apathy, lack of motivation, um, uncertainty, frustration. And then, of course, you would want to go back to the fast speed. So, just this is where we are. Many of us, we shift between the two. Maybe one day we'll be able to sustain, from a physical bodily perspective, the high speed of the fields which are available to us. We just have to realign, and most likely we have to wait for our physical essence to be able to catch the fast speed. And all of the fields, they exist. It depends where your bodily structure, where the bodily structure resonance is, and how it aligns with the existing fields. It may feel like inside of a dough mixer. Allow yourselves to accelerate and accommodate. So I just wanted to end with something which wisdom which came from the monks in Tibet. Apparently they had known about the energy field which is around us, because they've created different movements to realign with the energetic field, and they were primarily check them out on the internet. Look for Tibetan monks rotations, for example, and they have 5 to 7 moves, and they resemble yoga, but they're not quite yoga. I mean, all these movements, they've been incorporated into many different yoga practices. But the first one, which is like it's like you're a helicopter, so you spread your hands to the side and you do rotations clockwise and counterclockwise, usually beginning with 3 on each side. I was thinking, if we are in our expansion process, I don't know if the monks, most likely they knew about the multidimensionality of all these fields, but I haven't heard of a method where they would rotate not only 3 times, but with the hands. So what came to me was do 3 rotations. The first rotation would be step 4 times, 90-degree angles, and do it 3 times clockwise. The second rotation would be counterclockwise, step 8 times, and do it again 3 times. And the last would be clockwise again, step 12 times, clockwise rotation. So this, I actually tried it, if it makes any sense. It's kind of not easy to step 8 times. So you can feel how you're speeding up your own self, like stepping 8 times or then stepping 12 times. It's like, and have fun with it. Try it. So, all right.